Oh, we're going live now. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're live. I'm Jeff with eBay Addicts, and today my guest is Mo and Leroy from Blood, Sweat, and Sell. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Good.
What's up, Mo?
Mo is here. How are you guys doing, man?
Good.
All right, we got a 2-for-1 special today, man. How are you guys doing, man? What's been going on with you? First of all, go ahead and introduce yourself, just in case people don't know who you are.
Go for it, Leroy.
My name is Leroy from Blood, Sweat, and Sell. I'm a reseller full-time out of North Carolina, born and raised in Rhode Island. I love to sell tools. That's my thing, but sometimes it might be a curling iron. Sometimes it might be late 90s CDs. You never know. So that's me. In a nutshell, I do flea markets. I buy from estate sales. I clean out estate sales. I just keep it moving all the time. How about you, sir?
My name's Mo. I go by Reseller Niche on Instagram and YouTube. I sell everything that I can possibly sell. I don't really care. Mainly on eBay now. I do about 10-15% on Amazon too. FBA coming back strong in the last month or so, I want to say. But I sell everything. I sell vintage. I sell boring things like dishwashing soap, and I've sold a few DVDs too. I'm gated on Amazon though, unfortunately. But that's me. In a nutshell. I sell everything and anything.
Dishwashing soap.
And how about you, sir? You down there, eBay Addicts, what do you do?
I do a little bit of everything. Right now, I'm listing a bunch of Blu-rays. I got these at the Dollar Tree for $1 a piece. And believe it or not, I just sold one yesterday for $20. It was some Steve Jobs DVD. I paid $1 for it, and it sold for $20. So I've been kind of just trying to get caught up on getting some listings done today. So we're doing kind of a listing live / hangout today. So we're going to be doing some listings. And if you guys have questions for our guests, you could drop it in the chat. I wanted to say hey to Carter P is here in the chat hanging out with us today.
What's up, Carter?
So, wanted to say hey to Carter P.
Hey, Carter.
And there we go. I dropped a StreamYard link in the chat. So if you want to jump on and hang out with us today or ask us questions, StreamYard link is in the chat. So, Mo, how are things going for you way out there in California, man? How has it been going for you?
Not too bad. As long as I'm listing, I'm selling. It's bottom line. So eBay's been going. It's slower than I want to say this time last year. Yeah. But I don't think we're having. You know how they used to say there's a summer slowdown. I don't think it's quite there yet. Maybe next year. But at this, I think it's not quite as good as last year. But not like 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's not like that anymore. I think people get the idea that you can buy stuff online now. So.
Well, you know, I posted a chart or a graph on my community page like a week or so ago, and it shows the chart of how many active users. An active user being somebody that's on the eBay platform that bought something within the past 12 months, and it was up to 187 million. So if you look at the chart, that's how many active, 187 million people that we have right now that's actively on the eBay platform that's looking to buy something. So, you know, the thing is, if you just list it, we were just talking before the show, and I was just talking about how I just sold this CD. It was a used CD. It sold for $10 plus shipping. But you just never know. And here I am thinking, because I'm like, do I even want to bother listing it? Is anybody looking for this? Is anybody want to buy it? You just list it and it'll sell, you know. And I just sold this audio book. I think it was yesterday. I sold this audio book. I think I picked it up. It was new in the shrink wrap. I paid 50 cents for it, and it sold for $30. And then I picked up, like I said, it was a Steve Jobs DVD from the Dollar Tree, and I paid $1 for it, and it sold for $20. So plus shipping. So the thing is, you just got to get the items and get them listed, and then they'll sell. So it's kind of funny that some of the items that I'll list, and I'm like, man, this is a fire item. I know this is going to sell. And 3 months later, it didn't sell. And then the item that you think is junk that no one wants is the stuff that sells. So it's
I sell all kinds of weird stuff. I sell broken toys. I sell I've sold ripped T-shirts. I've sold I don't go to sell that stuff, but if I have it, I'm going to list it. So
okay. Carter P said, just stopped in for a second to say hi to 3 awesome people. See you later. Hey, thanks for coming by and hanging out. If you can hang out, that's cool. Or you can catch the replay or whatever you got to do. If you got stuff to do, I understand it's a Friday and it's the weekend. So if you got stuff to do, you go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah.
So talk to me, guys. I saw both of you guys was on with the Nurse Flipper recently. So tell me, how did that go? You guys are like, I was like, hey, Mo and Leroy is on with the Nurse Flipper. What is going on, man? I wasn't expecting that. How did that go?
I was nervous. Leroy was having a ball though.
Mo was pulling strings. Mo pulled strings like he normally does.
Yeah, right. What strings?
He
These are the
got
only
us,
strings I pull right here, man. These are the only strings I got.
Oh yeah.
he got us out. It was good. I've been there before. She has grown tremendously. She's awesome. We're close. I talk to her often. Just encourage each other, and she was like, "Listen, I want to have you guys on the show." We were like, well, it was funny because we were like, "Hold on, I gotta ask my mom. Can I ask my mom?"
He had to phone a friend. It was like,
Yeah.
you want to be a millionaire? You had to phone a friend to see if it's okay to come on the show.
We
Is that how that works?
we got off the live stream. We're high-fiving each other.
Oh yeah, you had a good time.
It was fun. That was fun. I've never even seen a reselling show where the chat moves that fast. I mean, it's like going through like hundreds of people. I mean, I can read everyone in my chat. I can read,
Right.
Yeah, because it's so slow. You got like 5 people there, but hundreds of people. I don't know how she does it. So.
Oh yeah, man. I had Nurse Flipper on. I think it might have been last year. It was like a while back. Like I've been with Kat because we both live in Florida and we're both resellers. So I've been supporting Kat, the Nurse Flipper, even before she had like 1,000 subscribers. And I talked to her, often, and we'll message back and forth. And I asked her if she wanted to come on, and she's just like, I just don't have time. And I understand because it's like what's busy. It's like when you're trying to, produce YouTube content, and then you have 2 eBay stores and you have 2 sheds and you're trying to take care of your family. You just only have so many hours in a day. But I'm glad you guys had a good time. I wanted to say hey to Cali Reseller Louise is in the chat with us. And the Flippin Sports guy says, I thought it was tomorrow. Well, I must have been busy and put the wrong date on it. We're hanging out today on Friday. And I dropped the StreamYard link in the chat. So Cali Reseller Louise, if you guys want to jump on, or the Flippin Sports guy, you want to hang out with us, we're just doing like a listing live hangout. So it's nothing too serious. If you guys want to jump on and hang out with us, you're welcome to. So Mo had to pull a few strings and got you guys on the Nerd Flippers channel because I haven't been invited on not once. So I was just like, wow, look at them go. They're on.
Mo pulled some strings. He did what he does. He did what he does.
He does what he does. Right? He had to do like a trade. He had to call in some favors.
You should have saw when he asked me to come on the show. So if you guys don't know, we have a morning show together, Mo and I, on the Reseller Niche and the Blood, Sweat, and Sell channel. We have that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So the time varies a little bit. So usually it's between 10 a.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes it changes. I might have to go to an estate sale to pick stuff up, or Mo has something going on, but it's always the day. It's just the time switches a little bit. It's a work and a hangout. And we were excited. I'm excited to be here. I mean, this means a lot to me. So
yeah.
I've had Leroy on twice before. So, and the first time I was like trying to get Leroy to create a YouTube channel, and you were just like, I don't know. You're like, I'm gonna have to go talk to Prison of Profit. And the very next day, I see him. He knocked on the door. He's at Prison of Profit's house, and he's showing him everything he needs to do as far as editing. And I'm telling you, he was on the ball. The very next day, he was out there and started your YouTube channel. So, how's it been going for you, Leroy? Are you enjoying it, or how are things been going for you?
I haven't really been doing much pre-recorded, to be honest with you. Most of it is the morning show, and once in a while I'll do a small estate sale walkthrough or something like that. Very minimum editing. So that's pretty much where I am. I see Joe Deals in the house. What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's up, Joe? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. So you're doing minimal editing, but you have been putting videos out though, right? How's that been going for you? I stop by and leave comments whenever I can. It's just I work at night, and so I'm sleeping during the day. So when you guys have your show on, usually 9 times out of 10, I'm usually sleeping because I work at like 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning. So by the time you guys have your live show, I'm usually in bed sleeping during that time. But yeah, I always do. I probably get on Leroy's nerves because I always leave in comments in Leroy's comment section every week. There's not one week that goes by that I'm not leaving Leroy some comments.
I have to admit, Jeff. Every once in a while, you make me laugh because somebody will say, oh, "I'm going on Jeff's channel." Like, you have a car interview? What do you mean you have a car interview? I didn't get invited for a car interview. So yeah. I always joke around like, "Oh, you're gonna do a car interview with Jeff, but you're not in the car much anymore."
Well, yeah, I have my car outside, and it's just that I work for this courier company, and it's like one call, so I constantly they'll call me and say, "Hey, we need you to go to work." So sometimes it's either one, I either have bad cell phone reception, or two is I'm in between jobs because they have contracts with the NBA, the NFL, NHL. And they have to get these, either it's a vaccines or they have to get COVID testing, and they have all this stuff, and it has to be like right there on the spot. And you're dealing with like an NBA player; they're paying this guy $30 million a year. They don't want to say, "Hey, this guy couldn't take the court today because he didn't get his test." And the funny thing is, when I go in there, I have to get tested too. They take these long Q-tip things and put it
every
up
single
nose.
time. Each time,
yeah, every time I have to go get tested too because they have to like get me tested to make sure. That because I can't get none of the players sick because I'm around all the players and coaches and referees and all that, and they don't want me to get them sick. And I'm like, dude, I ain't been sick. You guys stay over there, and I'm over here, and we'll be good.
If
so
you,
I
you should make a video. I don't know if they allow you to or not. Maybe it's whatever. But if you can make a video about that, that'd be crazy.
Well, it was crazy, man. Yeah, I worked because I'm in Tampa Bay, and I got to work during the Super Bowl. When the Super Bowl was going on here, I always got to work it, and I was there kind of working behind the scenes, making sure everybody, because all the family members, friends, guests, coaches, referees, all these people have to get tested, and I'm kind of like the go-between, making sure that all their results get taken to the lab to get tested for them to take the field. So I'm constantly on the road doing stuff. But right now, since it's slowed down ever since the Super Bowl has ended, I still do work, but it's like I work in the middle of the night. They'll call me at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. And, the other day, I made $565. I think I worked maybe 6, 7, 8 hours. And then once my delivery got completed and they signed off the delivery ticket, then you're done for the day. Sometimes you'll make $300 in 5 hours and then you're done. But yeah, I'm trying to do it in my house because I'm in Florida and it's hot outside, and I want to be in 65, 70-degree weather with my air conditioning on.
Just think it's
hanging out with Leroy.
I tease you, but I'm the type of person. If I'm going to tease you, I'm going to say it about you, and I'm going to say it to your face because that's how I roll. I don't like to talk, me and you talk, so we know the relationship that we have.
Yeah.
So
believe it or not, I talk to both of you guys behind the scenes. I talk to Mo all the time. I'll send him a message and say, "Hey Mo, how you doing? How's your day going? How's your family doing?" And I pick on Leroy. Leroy will message me on Instagram, or I'll leave him comments on his YouTube page. So I actually talk to both of you guys whenever we're not, doing YouTube stuff because we're both, content creators, and then we're also, listing stuff on eBay and all that. Yeah. So
I appreciate.
Right now, I'm listing this Blu-ray here. It's called Bad Teacher Unrated Edition. So I can pick this up at the Dollar Tree. And the only problem with getting items from the Dollar Tree like this is like once you grab them and list them, there could be 30 other people on eBay that has the same exact item as you because they went to the Dollar Tree and picked it up for $1 as well. So you might hold it for 60 days or 90 days because I don't want to sell mine for $5.99 free shipping. I have to let everybody else sell theirs out. And then once they're sold out, then I can sell mine for full asking price.
Or do you ever lot them up, like, a bunch of action movies together or something like that?
No, I'll usually will sell them individually just because I feel like I do better that way.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm listing ramen noodles.
Oh, yeah? How's that going?
Oh, it's going excellent. Every time I block out, I'm eating, guys.
You're eating? Well, you can just eat on the live. We won't tell anybody, okay? It's okay. We won't tell anybody, Leroy.
Mo doesn't let me eat on his show.
Well, it's fine.
He gets fined.
He gets fined. So no, I gotta ask you a question, Mo, because I saw this was like a couple months ago. I saw something on Leroy's channel, and it said and said, Mo told me I have to put my big boy pants on and do my own show. So what happened? Did you guys have a spat? Did you have a fight? Tell us a story about what happened.
It was a fight.
I wanted to know. I was like, what the heck happened? What did this come from? Where did this come about?
It was a fight. It was a fight.
It was a big time fight. I gotta say, he knocked me out. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
We had a misunderstanding. We had a small misunderstanding.
We didn't talk a month, and then no. In all seriousness, nothing really happened. I got a dog, and I was up all like 17 hours a day because this thing will not stop. I don't know if we see it in the videos every now and then. So basically, I couldn't sleep. So the hours are all thrown off. So
yeah.
After that went away after a couple of weeks, I said, Leroy, what are you waiting for? Why don't you just, I know I can't be there. Everyone knows who you are. You have no problem with camera. You have less problems than I do in front of camera. Do it. Just do it. Turn on the camera and talk.
So you just told him to jump on the horse and ride. Oh, you told him to just jump on and go, huh?
Well, I've been telling him that for months. Like you just said too. Everyone's been telling him this for months because he's on everyone knows who Leroy is. But
Leroy's like a celebrity. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, you know what, Leroy? I really liked when you had Emily Conway on. I wish you would have more guests on your.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is this.
And go live with you.
I think what's going to happen is in the summertime, I'm going to actually slow down and be able to do more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the heat. I'm still not used to the heat, so I'm going to be working from home. There's no heat here in the warehouse, so I'll be doing some work from home, and I actually take some time off of the flea market, probably about 4 weeks.
All right.
What do those flea market people do in the 100-degree heat? How do they handle it then?
They hustle, man. They just stay out there and they like sweat their pants off, and I'm used to it in New England, but I'm not used to it in South Carolina.
Yeah, that's tough. The heat's hard. I don't blame you.
Hey, Leroy, you were just on with Katie Reed's and Prison of Profit, weren't you? I swear I saw you. This is like a couple days ago. I just saw him on the channel. I said, wait, was that Leroy? Yeah, you were just on with Prison of Profit and Katie Reed's the other day, weren't you? Tell us about that. How did that go? Because he's everywhere. I'm trying to tell you, he's everywhere. I just looked at him. I was like, wait a minute, is that Leroy?
I just try to be friends with everybody. Dante actually lives close to, in the middle of. He lives very close, within 15 miles from me.
Oh, so,
yeah? Yeah. So we've met up quite a few times, and I hadn't met Katie, and Katie came down because, they're doing their thing. So Katie came down, and I wanted to meet Katie, and Dante needed some help. So I was like, I'll come down. So I go in the house, and he's like, okay, guys, you're live. I'm leaving. I got something to do. So we were on his channel. It's me. Now, first of all,
he says, I got something to do. You guys have at it. You guys are live. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he did a pop-up live. And first of all, everybody's still trying to figure out the Dante Katie thing. So we're on Dante's channel. No Dante. Now it's Katie and Leroy.
Wow.
So everybody's just like, the whole chat was funny. They're like, where's Dante? Where's Dante? Where's Dante? Where's Dante? Where's Dante? Yeah. And then every once in a while, he'd jump in the chat. Let me out of the closet.
Wow. So you told him that you were like the substitute teacher. He like shows up and be like, hey, you're live with Leroy instead. Forget that.
That's a new form of multitasking. You don't even have to be there. You get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, and then you comment in your own live stream chat and say, let me out of the closet. Now that's funny. I just happened to see him. I was like, wait a minute. There's Leroy on Prison of Profit's channel. This is like a couple days ago. I was like, man, he's really getting around.
Man, Leroy. That's crazy, man. Is Dante, I shouldn't ask. Is he going to be around your area for long? Or is this a question I shouldn't be asking?
Yeah, I really can't answer that. But I can say that he is in transit, and he is in he's doing his thing. He's building,
always on the move. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's building relationships and trying to make a better life for himself.
Nice.
Which I'm very proud of him. So
Nice.
Okay, awesome. So that's what you just never know where Leroy will show up next. It's like, he just pops up. You never know what'll happen. So
we're gonna get him
so
to
Leroy, yeah, you're gonna need to show up at Mo's house next.
I'm not like you, Jeff. You've met a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true, Jeff. You get around, not in a bad way, but I mean, you met some people.
But he meets like Rhea. He met Rhea.
Yeah. Reyes, the entrepreneur. Yeah, that was fun. But most of the time, I'm in Florida. If I meet people, it's online. Like right now, it's not always like in person, just because everything that's been going on with all the lockdowns and everything.
Yeah.
So Mo, how has your reselling been going, man? How has that been going for you as far as, all your listings and sales and all that? Because that's what you're doing right now full time. That's your full time gig is reselling, right?
As of like most people, not most, but like a lot of people, mid last year, I got thrown into this full time. I was never full time. I've been reselling forever. I was never full. I always had other things I was doing. And I still do other things now, but this is the first time, the last, say, 9 months or so, that I had to kind of rely a little bit on reselling, which I never had to. So it was a little bit scary, but it's good at the same time because I got to see all the mistakes I was making, which is quite a bit. You can't leave death piles when you're relying on them. You got to have a clean inventory. So going through my inventory, my new thing is every 3 months, I just take a laptop and I go through all my tubs. And you'd be surprised what you find. Because, I mean, I saw all kinds of different stuff. So especially with shirts and stuff, you'll find like 5 things not listed, 10 things not listed, and expensive stuff sometimes. So it's literally a death pile. That's a death pile when you think it's listed and it's not.
Yeah.
So inventory.
So how has that been like an adjustment to you, kind of doing that full time? Because the thing is like you're full time, but you're also a full-time dad. You have to take care of your family as well. So it's not like you could just shut the door and just list items and be left alone. Like you got a lot of stuff going on. Do you have your family or doing your reselling? You're shooting YouTube videos. You just got a lot of stuff going on.
I mean, I don't want to call them interruptions or not. They need help at times. They need, food. They need, can you help me with chapter 6 or whatever like that? My wife, thankfully, she's at home too. So. And we both kind of do other things. She's not a reseller. She does other things as well. So we kind of have made this kind of mismatch of different things that we do. We dabble a little in other stuff, a little bit in real estate, a little bit in other things too. I used to have a shipping business. I don't do that at all anymore, but I have contacts from that are always calling me up. Hey, do you want to, because I used to basically venture out with other people and do different things. Like mainly it was to do with logistics. I was a middleman for a lot of stuff, not just shipping stuff, but I was a middleman for trying to figure out how to get something from point A to point B. So I used to do a lot of stuff before I moved up here. So that I haven't done as much because I don't have my own office anymore. Because for years, for like 15, 18 years, I had my own office, warehouse, everything. When you don't have that and you're doing your cell phone only, that's the biggest challenge for me. I always like to meet people face to face. That's part of the reason I do YouTube now, just to kind of get used to being on camera, because I'm still uncomfortable with this. Leroy jokes about that with me, but
it's a real thing. It may everybody's different. It may take you 6 months or a year to get used to it. But the way I look at it is, dude, every time you stop at a gas station, every time you go to the ATM, every time you stop somewhere, you're on camera anyways, right?
Exactly.
So it's the same thing. It's just you could just be in the comfort of your house and the air conditioning and hang out with your buddies, and you'll get used to it. So Mo, your channel is actually growing, man. I think last time I had you on, you were at a couple hundred subscribers, and I checked today, you're at like 666, man. So your channel's been growing. Yeah, it was like almost 700 last time I checked. So believe it or not, you guys will be at 1,000 before you know it. You just got to keep hustling, man. So
right here is going to be at 1,000 before me. He's been growing. I think the rate he's growing is faster than mine. He just hasn't. Once he puts out more content, the sky's the limit, I think.
Who?
This Leroy Blood. Have you ever heard of him? I'm not sure. Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Yeah, he's out of Virginia.
There you go. Patriots fan.
Jeff, this is what happens every day. This is what happens every day.
Yeah.
every day. But it's fun though. I like it. I enjoy this.
We help each other a lot. Even today, I learned something. I'm just, you get a lot of guys that are new on your channel, and I'm a very forward person. I messed up a little bit because I didn't have my accounts right, and so because my eBay was in the negative, I couldn't ship out my items. I didn't realize that. So, Mo walked me through it, and we've been, he's been helping me talk through it and stuff like that because I get worked up and then I want to shut down. So you don't realize, guys, it's not about like, oh, this one's always doing good, this one's always doing good. No, we have negative things that happen, and that's what we're all here for. Like, don't be afraid to say, hey, listen, I messed up on this. How do I fix it? Because you've been doing it longer, or you just had that problem, or somebody else had that problem. So, like, if you're a personal private person, you don't want to say it, then that's your problem. But with me, I'm not afraid to say something because it helped me out. Like, Mo walked me through it, and other people helped walk me through it because I didn't realize that the whole new managed payment thing is just still throwing me for a loop.
It is a pain in the butt. I'm telling you, I had something the other day where I shipped out some packages and it said payment pending, and then it said it was like going to take 1 to 3 days for the money to hit my account. And I've been on PayPal so long that I'm used to just snapping my fingers and the money showing up on my PayPal debit card instantly, and I'm not having to chase these people down and ask them 99 questions. And what's really been getting on my last nerves is all these item specifics. That's really been kicking my butt. Because I'm thinking, just like you would think you would have the item listed, and boom, you're good to go. And then you get like, you're just like, oh, I have 6,200 items active. So when they message me and say you have 1,200 items, you have to go back and add item specifics to. I'm just like, well, there goes my Saturday. I guess I'm not going out now. I got to go and work on it, and I can't just sit here and do 1,000 or 500 item specifics at a time. I could do maybe 5 or 10 and then go take a break. But it just gets on my last nerves. I'm sure everybody has the same problem, but to me, I'm just like, it just kind of catches you blindsided when it's like you already think you have that done and you can go on and do something else, and it kind of catches you blindsided. So let me say hello to a few people in the chat. I wanted to say hey to Wendy. I caught your YouTube video, Wendy. I saw your haul that you picked up recently, and she said, Reseller Louise, did you get my Instagram message? He was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still in the chat. Wendy says, hey, Jeff, Mo, and Leroy. Thanks for coming and hanging out. The Flippin Sports guy says, Leroy was upset. He wanted a car interview. Can't let Mo be on the show more times than him. Well, actually, I think this is only Mo's second time on. I've had Leroy on like 3 times now. So Leroy's still in the lead. I wanted to say hey to Joe Dills. And I wanted to say hey to Reseller Louise, if he's still in the chat, and Carter P. And also, I have the StreamYard link in the chat. So if you want to jump on and hang out or ask our guest questions, or you just want to come and hang out and listen with us for a little while, I'll probably be on live for another half hour. And so it's cool. I dropped the StreamYard link. It's right here in the chat if you guys want to come on and hang out. But yeah, I try to have different guests on every week, and sometimes people cancel at the last minute. That's just part of YouTube. I was trying to get a hold of the Bearded Thrift Machine, Julian. He was supposed to be on this week. And because when he was on last time, it was like right around Christmas time. And I was like, hey, dude, you're going to hit 1,000 subscribers. You're going to do it. And he went from 900 to like 3,000 subscribers, almost like overnight. So, and then he messaged me at the last minute, was like, hey, man, I'm on vacation. I'm out of town. We're going to have to reschedule. And I was like, okay, just like hit me up and let me know when you're available. It's not. Not everybody. You have YouTube, and then you have the real world of stuff that's going on. Yeah. So if you get a chance to get away and do a vacation with your family, go for it. We can always reschedule and do YouTube again some other time. YouTube's not going nowhere,
He comes on our show often. He's a very good person. He lives close to me as well.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, not close to me,
I
but
remember
he lives
somewhere in South Carolina. Have you gone by to visit him yet, Leroy?
I need to go see him and Eric. I'll hit both of those guys up at the same time.
Oh yeah.
But I try to meet up with different resellers because I travel. I'm not saying I travel a lot, but I travel more than Mo. Mo
That's not
calls
safe.
traveling. Yeah, Mo calls traveling going to the mailbox.
Oh yeah.
I only do that
So
once.
so Leroy, there's something I've been dying to ask you. Tell us the whole story about what's going on with Leroy. I heard that you were over there with beating up a Buffalo picker, helping him out in his warehouse. Tell us the whole behind-the-scenes story about everything that's been going on with the warehouse. Because every time I ask Buffalo Picker about how the warehouse is going, he's like, "Oh, it's going," but he never tells me nothing about behind the scenes. So
Yeah,
tell me all the good and the bad. Tell us what's been happening. Have you
when
still
it
been
comes-
helping them or what?
When it comes to a lot of other guys, I'm a loud person, but I'm actually very private for other people, and Mo knows that.
Yeah.
I always make sure I ask them first. He has a nice warehouse on the outskirts of Georgia and Atlanta, and he's doing his thing. He's really trying to grow his business to the next level, which that's the kind of people I want to be around. He
Right.
needed some shelves built, and he needed some other just handyman stuff done. And I was going in the area, so I went down and helped him out. But he's doing his thing. He's buying pallets, and he has a show tonight as well, Buffalo Picker. On the Buffalo Picker YouTube channel, he has a show tonight. I believe it's at 7:30, and he does a weekly show there. And you'll learn a lot of Amazon stuff there. I don't mess with Amazon. Mo does.
Yeah, I'm not currently on Amazon. I'm going to try to grow my eBay store first. It's like when I met up with Rally Roots in person, they said, "Hey man, we didn't leave eBay or jump on any other platform until we were making at least $10,000 a month on eBay." So it's like if you just stick to one thing and grow it and grow it and grow it, he's like, until we were doing at least 10 grand a month in sales, we didn't do Poshmark, we didn't do Macari, we didn't do Amazon, we did nothing but eBay. Because he's like, there's money is there if you're willing to put the work in. So I'm kind of the same mindset. I'm at 6,200 items, and right now I want to grow it and get to 10,000 by the end of the year of active listings on the platform. And then maybe later on next year or whenever I have time, I may look into doing Amazon. But I feel like if you focus all your energy on one basket and grow it and grow it and grow it, it's going to happen. I believe that it's going to happen. I mean, I shipped out, 7 or 8 packages today before the live stream. So if you just hustle and you put the work into it, it's good. What do they say? Whatever you focus on expands and grows, right? So, it's like whatever someone says, what side of the yard is greener? Well, it's greener where you water it, right? So whatever side of the grass, whatever the grass that you water and you put attention to and you put energy into, that's where it's going to grow. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I think there's plenty of opportunity to make sales on Amazon, but I just think that it's like, I don't want to have this shiny object syndrome where I do something half butt here and then, I have this shiny object syndrome. Let's try this out. Oh, I tried this out for
I had
6
that
weeks.
with Poshmark. I want to say 18 months ago, a year ago. Maybe
Yeah.
But, I got to do this jump. I mean, I'm not knocking Poshmark, but for me, it felt like a time suck with all the sharing. And I just felt like I'm already on eBay and Amazon. And then I kind of took away my time from Amazon a bit. I took away my time from eBay a bit. And I'm technically still on Poshmark, but it's like 15 items now. It's just not for me.
Well, how has that been going for you as far as Amazon? Are you doing the FBA or are you doing merchant fulfillment?
FBA. I mean, Amazon's always back and forth. Anyone that does Amazon will tell you, you're always going to get hit by you're getting blindsided by something. Like we have the eBay spring seller updates, all these little things. Amazon's the same way, except you get even less info from them. You kind of get info from other resellers, like YouTube channels, like this happened with that, and that's how you kind of find out. Amazon is like the worst. They're the least transparent company ever, but they're also the ones with the biggest velocity, so that's why people stick around with them. So I've been sending in FBA shipments this year. I didn't do many last year because we couldn't really. It was hard to. They stopped us basically. So I do FBM now. So that's one good thing that came out of not being able to send in like shipments. I started doing fulfillment by merchant, which I never did before, which is probably I probably lost a lot of money doing that because it's really simple. So if you're on Amazon not doing FBM and FBA, you should at least, because it's like eBay, basically. You store the stuff at home and you can ship it in. So That's one thing I got out of it. But I don't know. No, I think Jeff's right there. You don't have to do everything.
No, you definitely don't. I don't do any other platforms besides eBay. I do my flea markets, which I'm very frequent with that. I don't have a one station. I jump around, so I pretty much work out of my van. And I do it that way. I don't have like one table or one stand, the same stand every month. I jump around to different flea markets and car shows and stuff like that. So I'm always trying to change the market up as well, and then able to get new stuff. So,
and I have so much stuff. I have so much inventory. I've been listing right now. This last couple of weeks, I got back to pushing my listings to more than 10, 15 a day, because I dropped below that, which is bad.
Yeah. So you just have to you have to just take over people's shows. Apparently,
I guess.
You just jump on, just like, listen, this is my boy Mo. This up there, Jeff's back.
I'm back.
All kinds of smack here, man.
We're just about to take over.
It's the Leroy show. I'm telling you. So,
I got a question for you, Jeff. What's the weirdest, both you guys? What's the weirdest things that you bought, like bulk, to resell, and you did okay with it? But what's the weirdest things you're like, I don't believe I'm selling this?
At the time, I mean, here, this isn't weird because you make a lot of money this, but it was weird for me the first time. I bought like a bulk set of like bras, and it was like a lot of them, and it was uncomfortable the first time doing it. I don't know why, because I went online and I found a bunch of people making a ton of money doing it. So that was uncomfortable, not weird.
How about you, Jeff?
I don't know if it's weird, but I bought a big old box of remotes that I bought a big bulk shipment of. And then when I got them to my house, I realized that some of them didn't have the back covers to the remotes. And so it's like, if you don't have the back covers to the remotes, it like significantly drops the value. And sometimes you'll even take a photo front and back and tell the customer, hey, this particular remote doesn't have the back cover, and they don't read the description and they buy it, and then they want a refund. So it's just like it's a school of hard knocks. You learn from trying, and because you think, hey, I got a great deal, I'm getting them for 50 cents a piece shipped to my door, and then you get home, and then it's like, to me, I want to be able to take an item, take a picture, this is new in the shrink wrap, front and back, list it, and be done with it. I don't want to have to do a bunch of cleaning. I don't have to do a bunch of measurements. I don't want to have to put batteries in and test it. So I tried it out once or twice, and it just wasn't for me, especially when I got them, and some of them were missing back covers, and they were all loose in the box, and you're having to play the match game and find out which battery covers goes to which ones. And, and then after that, you're having to put batteries in them and test them to see if they work, and you have to test all the buttons. And so, like I said, I'm trying to stick to smaller, lightweight items like this that doesn't weigh anything. I can ship out medium mail. It costs $2.89 or whatever medium mail shipping. It's already new in the shrink wrap. I don't have to worry about the disc being scratched up or anything wrong with it. I can take a photo front and back. A lot of times I'll scan the barcode, and then I'll use the cover art, list it, and go on to the next thing. But yeah, that's probably the craziest thing where I was just like, man, what did I get myself into here? Because on paper, it sounds great to buy an item for 50 cents and sell it for $10, $15, $20 a piece. But if you don't have the back covers and you're getting stuff where the buttons are sticky and you're having to wash all the stickiness off the buttons and the dust and then test them and all that stuff. So it's just a challenge. But yeah, I did that. And then a while back, I got a wild idea, and I went and bought a bunch of these flip-flops at Walmart. It was brand new, and it was on clearance, and they were like, I don't know, 10 cents or 25 cents a piece or something. So I went and bought a bunch of these flip-flops to resell them, and I still have them in my shed. So, because they're all different colors. They're red, blue, green, whatever. And it just in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, there's probably 200 pair of flip-flops here, right? And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, okay, worst case scenario, I sell them for $10 a piece times 200, right? So I spent like $20, $25 or whatever with tax for all of them, right? And then I get home and I'm thinking, okay, worst case scenario, I turn my $20 into $200 or whatever, because I'm thinking I'm going to get at least $10 a pair plus shipping. and I still, even though they're all brand new at tag, I still have them in my shed. It's because they're all different shapes and sizes and colors, and I didn't think it through as far as listing them. Like, okay, this is a size 12, this is a size 5 kids flip flops, and they're all different colors and shapes and sizes. So just little stuff like that where you see it and it's almost like an impulse buy where you're like, I've got to get this, and then you get it, and then you get home and you're like, what did I do? What have I done?
I got a bolo from Mo. He called me up and he said, "Hey, listen, I got these things. You see these things here?"
Oh God!
He goes, I know if you sell hair crimpers and hair curlers, I got some crimpers here. He said, if you sell hair crimpers and hair curlers, he goes, you'll make a killing. So I went out and I bought 47 of them. Okay, for I don't know, like 30 cents each.
Yeah.
And I got 10 listed, but the rest is just sitting there. I just got them last week.
There is one thing I bought for super, super cheap. Now that I think about it. 2 years ago, it was from Walmart, water bottles. They were 3 cents a piece because, Walmart, they just try and get out of crap. So I got hundreds of these things. I spent less than $10. I still have probably 150 of them, but I sold about 150. I sent half of them to FBA.
Nice. Yes.
So I made that.
Sometimes you have to take a gamble. Like if it's a $40 gamble or a $20 gamble, if you sell 3 or 4 of them, get your money back quick. Yeah. And then if you don't get their money back, if you don't sell any more of them, who cares?
Yeah.
Bring it to the flea market, sell for $1 a piece. Who cares?
Right. It's okay. That's what it's about, is because you're just taking a gamble sometimes. You don't know if it's going to pay off or not. Sometimes the comps may look great, like, hey, I'm buying this item for $2 and it's going to sell for $50, and then you get home and it's missing a piece, or you didn't test it before you left the thrift store and it's broken and it didn't work. I mean, that's part of reselling. It's okay. It's like, and some people get mad and upset about getting returns, and then I remind them, I'm like, dude, you don't think Walmart and Target and Amazon get returns? Everybody does. It's part of the game, So you got to take the good with the bad. So let me say hello to Wendy is in the chat. A buddy, Calorie Reseller Louise is here in the chat with us. Angie is here hanging out with us. She says, hey guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We have Wendy, the Flippin Sports guy, and Joe Dills. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us on a Friday. But yeah, that's what I was saying, is that sometimes you just roll the dice. You say, hey, I've got $10, $15, $20. I'm just going to roll the dice and see what happens. And if it doesn't work out, it's like, it's not the end of the world. It's okay, But yeah, man, if I get an opportunity to, I have in this thing, I really love finding items new in the box, new in the shrink wrap, and that really cuts out a lot of hassle, a lot of headaches, because no one's going to say, hey, this was stained, or it had a cut in it, or it had a hole in it, or whatever in the armpit, and you didn't see it. I just want to be kind of the middleman, Angie says, so many things I found have tears and stains. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. When you're going to like the bins, or you're going to Goodwill or the thrift store, you're going to find items like that. And it's okay. It's all right. It's all right,
Definitely.
Yeah. So what are you guys going to be doing this weekend?
This weekend, we have to plan. Actually, we have to plan what I'm doing next weekend. Because next weekend, we probably have to drive south to my family. So trying to figure out how to do that with a dog. So.
Oh, you're taking the dog. Can you just have someone do the dog watch the dog for you or something, or no?
It's only been about a month. She's kind of not that friendly with people or anyone, basically. So we'll probably figure out a dog-friendly hotel or something.
She doesn't like Mo.
I think so. That's probably it.
You have this dog that nobody likes, and the dog doesn't even like you, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
That dog does not.
I wanted to say hey to Celeste Lyons is in the chat. She says, hey, Leroy.
Hey, what's going on? How are you? How is everything? Don't buy a dog, Celeste. Don't buy a dog. Don't get a dog, please.
Don't do it.
Get a teddy bear. Get a teddy bear.
So Leroy, I want to ask you a question, man. How has your family been doing, Leroy? You have a couple of kids, right? Your kids are grown, right?
I have one daughter. She is 13. She was just here for about a month, and I brought her tail back home. And now I just have one child, but she lives up north. That's it.
Okay. So how is that going?
Oh, she's good. She's good. She doesn't like reselling. She could care less.
Oh yeah.
She just likes to. She is my biggest heckler.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jeff, she is my biggest heckler. She's my heckler. She's my troll. She just loves to. It's not funny. It's really not.
It's funny to me when you said that she's a troll. That's what got me laughing, Leroy. Because I understand. I have family members like that too. I have my little brother. He's 10 years younger than me, and he's not motivated to do much of anything, like at all. I can't get him to do nothing, and he always picks on me and makes fun of me all the time. So
Yes.
I can relate.
My daughter. So here's a short story. Okay, born and raised in New England. If you guys see, I'm a Steelers fan. You can see right there.
I see it.
I don't have my hat on right now. I've been giving it a break. But I've been a Steelers fan my whole life. I just moved to South Carolina. I hate the Patriots, okay? My daughter is born in New England. She doesn't know what a football looks like, okay? Everybody around her groomed her to hate the Steelers. Okay. I've gone as far as, and I got it right here. Mo's seen it before. I've gone as far as I still have it here. I have it in my warehouse. I when she was a little girl, her hair would be messy. So I bought this hat. See this hat, Jeff? I bought this hat so I could have her wear it when her hair was messy.
Oh, right? Yeah?
I still got the hat. Okay, this hat's like 5 years old. Okay, she did not want to hear it, so she goes out the other day, and her mother messages me and says, "Hey, Bianca got a present for you." Yes, ma'am. I'm a Steelers fan. My mom said, her mom said, your daughter got a present for you. I said, what? I said, what do you mean she got a present for me? She said, yeah, she went to Build-A-Bear and she got a Patriots Build-A-Bear that talks. And she put in the Build-A-Bear, Patriots are number one, Steelers stink.
Oh, really?
No, really.
I love it, man. I love it. It's so funny.
She is my biggest heckler.
She just knows how to get under your skin. That's why I'm laughing. It's so funny.
She's 13, and what she does is she knows she don't like tools, so she'll be like, "Daddy, all you have is junk. All you sell is junk." And then she'll be like, "You going to the flea market? Because I want to go to the mall." Because I told her if I don't go to work, then you don't get no food or you don't get snacks. So now she knows it's okay for Daddy to go sell tools because I come back with money.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Then she wants you to give the money to her so she can go to the mall. Is that how that works?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Cool. Let's say hey to Angie. She says, our adult daughter is my best customer. I make her buy off eBay about every third thing I find. 2 free. Then she buys something, no shipping, local pickup.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. So Celeste says, Steelers, I have sent you Saints hat. And I wanted to say hey to Sean Harris is in the chat. He says, what's up, everybody?
How's it going?
Yeah, that's awesome. So Mo, you guys talked already. You told him about your morning show that you guys have. How many days a week do you guys do your morning show?
3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We alternate between my channel and Leroy's. So we just go back.
Cool.
So if you like to see me pick on Mo all morning, it's the greatest place to be.
Tries to pick on me. He tries.
Yeah.
Fails, but he tries.
Right.
I don't get him mad, but he gets mad sometimes. So once in a while, he'll get a little.
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot, but it happens.
Okay, I have to check it out. I want to see Mo just, flip a gear on you. You know, that'll be interesting. So
you won't see it. You won't see it.
No,
I see it. No,
you do.
I see it, but he don't do it often.
Wendy wants to know who's in the lead, me or Manny. That's my brother. Right now, he is in the lead. I'm at, what am I at? I'm at 62. Let's see. Right now, I'm at 6240 active listings. My brother is at 7,000, and we're trying to have a race to see who's going to get the 10,000 first. And he just spent like $5,000 and bought an SUV. So I'm hoping that he's going to be distracted working on this SUV, and then I can get some listings done and get caught up. So he's in the lead right now. We're having like a little friendly competition, and talk about a troll. He gets on my last nerves. He talks all this junk to me every week. He's always talking about, every day I hear it from him. So I definitely understand when you're saying your daughter is being like a little troll to you. I definitely can understand, because I'm the oldest, and I've kind of been like the big brother picking on him for 20 years, and now he's got to give some of it back to me. So I can't get mad. I'm just like, I made my bed. I'm just going to lie in it because I've been picking on you for 20 years. So now you're going to throw a little bit back at me. I just got to roll with it,
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Exactly. Does he sell the same stuff that you do, or?
We sell different stuff. I mean, similar, but it's different stuff. I mainly sell media items because I try to get items like this that are really small and lightweight. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Because once you get over the threshold of 10, 15, 20, 30,000 items in your eBay store, space becomes an issue. So I try to stick to smaller items like this that I can stack on top of each other or put in my boxes that don't take up a lot of space. And so that's one of the reasons I kind of stick to my media items and stuff. But he sells a lot of shoes. He sells a lot of remotes. He sells a lot of off-the-wall things that I don't sell. But sometimes he'll go on my sold listings and say, hey, you sold this DVD for $20 and you only paid 50 cents or $1 for it. So he'll try to get merchandise. But the thing is, he lives in Kentucky and I live in Florida. So I have access to merchandise that he doesn't. And he has suppliers and merchandise 1,000 miles away in Kentucky that I don't. And I'm not paying for shipping to have it shipped to my door. So, we're kind of in a competition. He's in the lead right now because I tell him, I'm like, dude, I'm shooting YouTube videos. I'm listing items. I have to work my job as well. And whereas he doesn't have to do any of that. He can just sit home and list items, So, but yeah, he's in the lead right now. I wanted to say hey to the ATL Flipper. He says, hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on, ATL Flipper, man?
I see you on. I met him on Dante's channel.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys didn't get a chance to check him out, you should check out the ATL Flipper. He's a nice guy. I'm a subscriber of his channel, and he's going to be growing like a weed, man. I'm telling you, his channel is going to be growing.
Nice.
So you met him on Dante's channel, huh?
Yeah. Last week when I kidnapped Dante's channel. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's his house too, or is it on his channel?
I'm sorry.
He was at his house too.
I went. No. I was
about to say you got like 50 people there.
No. Just Dante and Kitty.
Yeah. Hey, are either of you guys going to the reseller meetup or whatever they're supposed to have? I'm probably not going to go this year, but they're having a big reseller rally meetup up in Cincinnati soon. I think it's next month of June. And I think Craigslist Hunter is supposed to be there. Cincinnati Picker, Lonnie from Shed Flips, a bunch of resellers are going.
Yeah,
are you guys going or no?
I'm still undecided.
Oh, all right.
I haven't got a ticket yet, but I'll just go tailgate.
Tailgate? What are you gonna tailgate?
I think the tickets are only like $100 or something. So, and I don't think they're sold out yet. I saw a link the other day, so they still had a few tickets available. But for me, I mean, it'd be different if it was somewhere nearby, like in Atlanta or South Carolina. Well, I mean, it's literally, for me to drive from Tampa all the way to Cincinnati, it's like a 14, 15, 16-hour drive each way.
Dante's having a meetup in August. He's having one in Greenville, South Carolina. He got he rented out a bowling alley and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard about it lately. He's been traveling on the road a lot. Angie says, please post your YouTube channels. Angie, I have Mo, Reseller's Niche, and Leroy. Both of their YouTube channels are in the description. So if you click on the description down below, their Instagram links and YouTube channel links should both be in the description down below if you want to come and hang out with Mo and Leroy. They're
Angie,
they're popular guys.
Don't do it, Angie.
I recommend
Angie, don't do it.
I'll save you the trouble right now.
Yeah, don't
Stick
do
with
it.
this guy right here. Jeff's
Right. Right. So yeah, you can tell them where to find you at. It's Mo, Reseller Niche, and Leroy, Blood, Sweat, and Sell. So you can find them. Yeah, that's where you can find them at. So talk to me before we let you guys go, because we're going to be off the live stream in about 5 minutes. So before we let you go, what are some of the ATL Flipper? He has a channel. You can just type it in, ATL Flipper. You can find him on YouTube as well. So before we let you go, Mo, tell me, you and Leroy, what some of your guys' plans are that you guys are working on this summer. Is there anything else that you guys can tell me about of any other future projects that you're working on?
I think we're doing a 24-hour listing challenge coming up in a couple of weeks. We did one already, and we succeeded. It was
How did
awesome.
that go?
It was awesome.
I stayed awake.
Yeah,
that was my goal, to stay awake. So
I did 67 listings, pitches, and listings.
I got about 52 in there.
Yeah, and besides that, we're just trying to build our audience and just trying to teach people and learn from people. That besides that, I mean, it's just part of work.
Yeah, just get the work done. I'd say that's the bottom line. All of this stuff, I mean, YouTube is great. For me, bottom line is I just got to get more work done consistently every day. And that's it. Just keep doing it. Plug away, plug away, plug away.
And ATL Flipper, hit me up on Instagram so we can communicate, because I head that way about every 7 to 8 weeks. I go down to Atlanta. So,
yep, their links are down below. All right, before we let you guys go, because both you guys are like full-time resellers now. Andy says, just wanted to say thank you. You're the first YouTuber that welcomed me into the eBay Addicts live stream. I've been doing this for 7 weeks. Hey, everybody's welcome to come hang out. You're welcome to come hang out with us. I'll usually put on shows, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days a week, just depending on what the schedule is. But everybody's welcome. It don't matter if you're just getting started or you've been doing this for 10 years, or if you just want to come around and pick people's brains and ask questions. If you're just like on the fence about getting started, we welcome everybody here for coming by to hang out with us. You're all welcome to. So yeah, do you guys have any knowledge you can drop on us? Because Mo and Leroy, both you guys are full-time resellers. Do you have any tips or tricks or any?
I have to answer this call. I have to answer this call.
Go ahead, Leroy. Do your thing.
What I would say is, because it's summertime, the warmer months, right now if you have a bankroll, this is the time to spend it. Don't wait till September, even August is kind of late. Usually, if it wasn't for COVID, I'd be out scouring the stores and looking for pallets, looking for stuff from January. Right after, Christmas, like Q4 ends, I usually start buying. It's a little different now, but there's stuff out there. Go, I don't know, locally. I would say look locally, buy in bulk, and do it now, because people are looking to dump stuff. Don't wait till Q3 even. That's too late. So that would be my biggest advice. Buy right now, list it, and get it up there.
Yeah, my biggest thing is just get the items listed and it'll sell. Sometimes it's the stuff that you think nobody wants or no one would be interested in. That's the stuff that will sell. So you guys should definitely go check it out. Andy says you should check out the morning show with Cajun Roots Reseller on YouTube channel. Yeah, guys, I didn't tell you guys yet, but I am going to be on Cajun Roots Reseller's channel the 26th, coming up next week on Wednesday. So, and I'm not even a morning person, but since Johnny did me a favor and come on my show, he asked me to be a guest. So I'm going to be on with Cajun Roots Reseller next week on Wednesday. So if you guys want to come by and hang out, you'll see me there. I'll post a link in the community section. You guys can come hang out with me and Johnny next week. And also I have Flippy McFlipperson on next week. We have eBliss Reseller Solutions. I have some new guests coming on next week. So yeah, I'm going to be a guest on Cajun Roots Reseller's channel next week on Wednesday. That's the cool thing about live streams. You just never know who's going to show up.
Just keep going.
Yep. So Leroy, we had to let you answer your phone call. Are you good now?
I just got to pick. Somebody just called me to ask me to go pick some pitches that they sent me. So I got to go look at some pitches now.
So Leroy, you have any knowledge you can drop on us? Anything that you would like to share before we let you guys go?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The knowledge for the day is keep following Jeff. He's a really good guy. The guy knows a lot. He sells a lot. and he's just a down-to-earth guy. He's always in my Instagram messaging, just checking on me, making sure I'm okay, and I appreciate him in this community.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate both you guys coming on today. Go follow Mo and Leroy. Both their links are down below in the description. You can go by and give them a subscribe. Please subscribe to Mo's channel. I can't stand it saying 6666 anymore, but his YouTube channel. So somebody just go there and subscribe. I don't know how it happens. Yeah, I don't know if that's a sign or what, Mo. But anyways, we had you guys on for an hour. I had a great time hanging out with you guys, and I will see you guys next week, man. So I will be around. Like I said, I'll be on Cajun Roots Reseller next week. I have some new guests next week coming on, so I will see you guys then. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you guys later.
And
bye, everybody.
Angie, you can hit me up on Instagram.
Yep. All their Instagram and YouTube links are down below in the description below. So I will see you guys next week. You guys have a great weekend, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Take care. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.